Hi everyone, welcome. We have Franco Groenewald here today. Franco, what was your experience and first impressions about Kevin and his methods of training?
Sure, thanks for this opportunity. It was always so much fun coming to Kevin, learning from him. Our journey started with Wendy, my fiance, finding him on the internet and decided we're going to give him a try. And coming in here and just immediately getting that knowledge from him and seeing everything he has done and achieved, you immediately get this sort of feeling that this is the place you want to be. And he helped me so much with his high intensity training, especially for my running. At that stage, I was training for my running and Comrades, and he really helped me getting so much stronger for that and for my training. So using him for that was absolutely the best thing I could have ever made for my running.
And I think Kevin had this absolute passion. How would you say that affected your training and your life, maybe?
So much. Just walking in here, and it was always that knowledge he had for you and showing you how to do something correctly. First, seeing how you train, and then making you better from that. His knowledge was so tremendous for us, and something that I will never ever forget in my life. I think sometimes I didn't even come to train with Kevin. I came to talk to Kevin and just to learn from him. Just what he had to say to me personally, and my personal growth with him was also amazing. And I think that was what made the training here so much better. It wasn't just about training, it was about you as a person as well, and finding your goals, not just in training but in life. And I have to say he's one of my heroes, not for his achievements on the circuit, but for the person he used to be. I think his trophy is not a trophy you can see here, but a trophy that he holds in my heart. He's one of my heroes and people I've always looked up. Just knowing what he did and who he is and how he treats people was always with the kindest respect. And when you trained, he trained you hard. And you always made sure that you come out here not just better trained, but a better person as well.
Franco, lastly, what would you say you missed mostly about Kevin?
I think my most miss of Kevin will be our talks. With the high intensity training, you train for 10 minutes and you stayed for another 20 minutes talking to Kevin. And hearing his stories and remembrance, I would never get tired of hearing his stories. Even if it taught me 20 times, it was always like the first time. And what he taught me, and how we could talk about absolutely anything. And it was just there. And what was amazing sometimes was that he even asked me for advice on how he has to deal with certain people. And it just shows you what kind of person he was. He didn't always think he can teach you something, but he was always willing to get taught as well. And it was one of the few people that I really looked up to. And I think I will miss him so much, just to hear his laughter, his smile. And I think the thing I will miss the most is one more. His lies he used to tell you. One more, you can do one more. And I think I will miss that so much hearing that. But our talks, sitting here and having conversations with each other, I think I will miss that the most of him. And I will never regret one day that I was able to be able to spend with him. And I'm so grateful for my fiance to have actually found him, because he had the impact on my life. And I really do hope that he will always know that he had such an impact on my life.
I think an absolute legend in the sport and a legend in life as well.
It's one of the nicest stories always what he will tell us. It's like he was one of the first trainers that let black people train with him. And just how people judged him for that. And he never cared, because he knew his compass, his moral compass said that's the right thing to do. And I think that's why I got so long, because he had such a beautiful heart. he wouldn't always understand something, but he would always be inclusive of people. And that beautiful heart of him was always everywhere. I think, like he said, if someone didn't have money, they could train as long as they're there. And he once said to me as well, he never wanted to train people until the day he started training people, and he said, never look back. And I love that. It's just shows you the person he actually is.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think we all came here mostly to talk to Kevin. we paid a lot. We paid for a personal trainer, but we actually paid for a therapist. So I would say that is, yeah, it's such a kind heart, and the family was always, if you came here, they made you feel welcome. I've never came here where there was any bad vibes or anything. It was just always fun being here.
Okay, Frankie, thanks a lot for making the time and coming out. And
thank you, Sean. I
all the
appreciate this. Thank you for letting me say goodbye.
Thank you.